We're going to turn our attention to high school tennis. Welcome in Nick Kilibarda from Mainland Regional High School. This week named as the Preston Atlantic City Boys Tennis Player of the Year. So congratulations to Nick. Good morning, Nick.
Hello. How are you doing?
How's it going, man?
Pretty good.
So what's it feel like to be the Player of the Year, man?
Well, I didn't really expect to be Player of the Year. You know, it's like it was a surprise to me, and then I'm pretty happy.
What was this year like for you? I mean, you guys had a great team there, and kind of finally got over the hump there in the sectional playoffs. You guys had lost in the championship match 2 straight years. Got that done this year with the win over Hamilton. How rewarding was that for this team? You know, you had some seniors on the squad who've been working hard to try to get you the guys there for the last couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, it feels good. Like the last time Mainland's won a sectional title was like 2002. So like the team just feels relieved that we just finally won, and then we finally got to go to states and have a whole new experience with other teams.
How tough was that West Windsor Plainsboro South squad, man? They got some great tennis players out there in Mercer County. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure their top 3 are like top 5 in New Jersey. The guy I played was like 34th in the nation, so he was pretty good.
What was that match like? How do you prepare yourself to play a kid like that?
I just try not to get intimidated. Just play as if he's just some other opponent. I mean, obviously, I have great respect for him, but still, it's just a match. I just got to play my game, try to get through him.
How much different was it playing a kid like that? Are the serves faster? Is he able to return shots that other guys can? What's the biggest difference? What's the biggest challenge in facing a guy like that?
Like, usually, like, the shots I consider winners, he would hit back, and then he would hit a winner off my, to be a winner. So I was pretty surprised at that. Usually when I would get, like, a break point in a game, he would just kind of ace, and then, that's gone. It's back to deuce.
And you're like, oh, boy, I'm in trouble here.
Yeah.
At what point did you know, like, okay, this is a different level?
Probably, like, the first or second game. I'm pretty sure I think I served first, and then he, broke me at love. So I was like, okay, well, I need to start playing better. And, yeah, that's when I realized he's pretty good.
That's got to be cool, though, to play, some players at that level when you get past the sectionals. Kind of shows you where you need to be and some of the things you need to work on, right?
Yeah, definitely. I'm pretty sure the guy I played, he made it to states. Like, he made it to the state finals. So, it was a whole new experience for me. I'm probably, he probably plays, national tournaments or something. So, it's great for me to play him so I can get some new experience from that.
So what's your tennis experience been like? How old were you when you started playing, and at what point did you realize you were a pretty good player?
I started playing around when I was 4 or 5 years old, and usually around 8th, I remember my coach, he said we got to move you up to the advanced class because you're beating up on these beginner guys. So I was like, okay, yeah, sure. And then I started playing with older guys. I think when I was 11 or 12, I was playing with high school players, so that probably upped my game a lot, which helped me right now for my high school season too.
What's it like playing a sport at Mainland? I mean, there's a lot of great teams there. You kind of got to hold up your end of the bargain. The basketball teams have been highly successful. Girls lacrosse, baseball, softball. All these teams, are fielding great teams. Did you guys feel any pressure as the tennis team to say, hey, we got to keep up with the Joneses here?
Well, yeah, I mean, tennis isn't really like a popular sport compared to the other teams. I think the only time when we were on the intercom was for winning South jerseys and then winning the Cal, and all the other teams, they would be announced for winning a random Cal match, So it's good to kind of show that we are good, and then we should be part of the Mainland. Announcements and stuff.
Were you guys surprised you were that dominant against Hamilton in the sectional final? I mean, you got to believe that's going to be a tough match, and you guys, you kind of ran away with it there a little bit.
Yeah, for the first 20 minutes, I'm pretty sure almost all the matches were losing because my guy won the first game. I'm pretty sure first doubles was down 4-0 in the first set. So it was a little scary, but we bounced back and then we managed to win all of our matches 5-0.
We're talking with Nick Kilibarda, Preston Atlantic City Boys Tennis Player of the Year. Were you surprised to move right into that top singles position, or was that something you had, as one of your goals for this season?
Yeah, it was definitely one of my goals for the season. Playing in March and the cold weather is not really my favorite thing to do. So my game kind of drops a little bit. So like it was good to win all my challenge matches against the players and move up to the first single spot.
What's your teammate Brandon Savage like on the tennis court? I know he's a little bit of a character on the basketball court.
He's pretty good. He doesn't really act up. He's just one of the good guys on the tennis team. He's a good guy to be around. He's a good friend.
He's not talking trash out there on the tennis court?
No. He's not.
Yeah, I know he's a pretty intense basketball player. He gets into it, and he'll hit a 3-pointer and let you know about it. But so he's not like that on the tennis court.
No, he's just a normal guy.
Nick, what was the coolest part about this season? You guys got on a nice run there, won the Cal championship, won the sectionals. What was the biggest part of the season for you?
Probably winning the Cal title. I kind of like going to the Mainland guy who I was going to play. He beat me, so I kind of just went in there like with nothing to lose, and I overcame like the deficits in the first and second set. He was up 3-0 and then 2-0, and then I battled back and then I won. So that was probably my favorite match of the season.
Is there anybody you try to pattern your game after in terms of on the pro level?
Oh, I probably there's two guys. There's Novak Djokovic, my favorite tennis player, and then there's this Australian up and comer. His name is Nick Kyrgios. He's kind of like the bad boy of tennis. He kind of just smashes the ball and just kind of gets points like freely. Like he looks like he doesn't care, but he's just really good. And then for Djokovic, he's just a wall. Like nothing can really get past him, and he's flexible. He can get to every single ball. So that's what I try to base my game after.
Any chance next year you'll rock some throwback stuff like the big thick white wristbands?
Oh yeah, maybe probably try to get him this summer. Yeah,
go with the headband. Go a little 80s throwback.
Yeah, I think I have a headband. Yeah.
Nice. So what, Nick? Real quick before we let you go, talk about this tennis team a little bit. Where do you think you guys are going to be in the next couple of years?
Hopefully we can, next year we can hopefully try to win South Jersey again since we bring back 5 starters. And hopefully we can have a 5-peat for the Cal championship. And hopefully we can make it back in the States and more of us can qualify for the individual state tournament for that.
Good stuff, Nick. We're up against clock. Got to let you go, but appreciate you joining us. Right. And congrats on a great season. And get back to work, man. Next year I'll be here before you know it.
Yep. Thanks.
All right, thanks, man. That was Nick Kilibarda from Mainland Regional High School, Pressville Atlantic City Boys Tennis Player of the Year.